Barton Fink. Barton Fink was released in 1991 and is written and directed by the Coen brothers. Yes, this is my first of many Coen brothers film reviews on this channel. But basically, the film stars John Turturro, John Goodman, Judy Davis, with John Mahoney and Steve Buscemi. It might be nice his name, I apologise if I am. But anyway, basically, the film tells the story of Barton Fink, played by John Turturro in the film, who is a famous screenwriter. People love his work. People love Barton Fink's work. However, Barton Fink himself, played by John Turturro in the film, is quite a weird and unusual person. Long story short, he gets employed to write a B-movie wrestling script. I think that's what it is, a B-movie wrestling script. So he goes to this weird, abandoned-looking hotel to go and work on his new screenplay. But when he goes to this hotel, things start to get a bit unusual. He meets John Goodman's character, who you think is one character, and turns into a completely different character later on in the film. At the same time, he also meets Judy Davis' character, he also meets John Mahoney's character, and John Mahoney's character turns out to be a famous screenwriter who Barton Fink admires, and at the same time though, a lot of complications start to occur in the film, and you start to wonder what's actually real and what's actually, you know, open to interpretation, if you will, in the film. And actually, I think this film is really interesting and really intriguing. I must admit, this film, I actually didn't really enjoy watching the film. Saying that, I thought it was really interesting to watch as well. I was fully invested through all the film, which I really didn't expect to be. And the thing is, I've been in an on and off relationship with the Coen brothers. Some Coen brothers films I really like. I really like The Big Lebowski. I really like No Country for Old Men. I really like Fargo. But then some of them I don't really like Burn After Reading, Hail Caesar. I've only seen that once a long time ago now. But I wasn't really a fan of those films. But I do like the Coen brothers most of the time when they go on serious films. And I think Barton Fink, for the most part, is a serious film. I mean, it does have some subtle comedy in there, particularly with John Goodman's character. But it's mostly a serious film. It's one of those films which you can have so many open interpretations on. You're not really sure what's going on throughout the film. And actually, I really liked this film. I didn't expect to, but I really liked it. I mean, I was watching the film thinking, I'm not really sure if I'm liking this. But then I got to the end, I was like, actually, I really like that. And I'm you know, it's one of those films, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm actually starting to really like it. I mean, I think the performances are all great in the film. I think this is the best I've seen John Turturro. John Goodman's also great in the film. And like I said, he's one of those characters where you meet him, you think he's one character, and then he turns out to be a different character. And yes, it is one of those films which is a lot of talking. So if you're not really into those, I hate to use this phrase, but talking films, you probably won't like Barton Fink. I will give any film a go. And actually, I was really invested in what was going on, and I think that a couple of things go down to that, which is John Turturro's fantastic performance as Barton Fink, as well as that the film also has some really interesting moments where you think you might know what's going on, and then it goes to something else, and some disjointed moments where, again, when I was watching it thinking, okay, that's disjointed, that doesn't work as well as it could have, but then you get to the end of the film and you realise, oh, that might be why. When you look back at it, okay, that might be why that bit was disjointed. Again, not trying to give too much away, because I'm trying to keep this review spoiler-free, but you get my point. Looking back at it now, maybe some of those plot points were on purpose. But at the same time, though, the film also has a subtle yet significant musical score from Carter Burwell, which I think works really well in the film. You know, the Coen brothers don't always use musical scores in their film. They didn't use musical score in No Country for Old Men, but when they do use musical scores, I've always got a keen ear out. This film did have a musical score. It wasn't, you know, big or orchestral, but it was subtle and significant, and I really like the musical score for the film. And it is made well. It's got some fantastic cinematography from the one and only Roger Deakins. I'm a huge Roger Deakins fan. I always look out for his cinematography in his films, and honestly, I actually really like this film. It's not for everyone. You can see why somebody would dislike this film. Actually, the person I watched with actually didn't really like the fact that it had so many open interpretations, so many scenes in the film. But personally, for me, the more I think about this film, the more I actually really like it. And so for that reason, I'm going to say that Barton Fink, I'm going to say it's about an 8.6 out of 10. This is definitely going to be one of the films that I will revisit one day. And maybe I'll do another video. Maybe my opinion might change. Maybe I'll watch it again, maybe I'll just be like, okay, actually, no, maybe I don't like Barton Fink as much as I do now. Or maybe I'll revisit it again, maybe I'll absolutely love it, and maybe I'll like it even more. I'm actually really intrigued to see what I think of this film a second time. So maybe I will do a second video, or maybe I won't. But for now, I actually really like Barton Fink, and it was a good Coen brothers film, which I really didn't expect to say. I mean, I did think it was going to be one film, and then I watched it as a completely different film, but that's not to say it was bad in any way. And yes, it is one of those films which isn't for everyone, and I can see why people might dislike this film, but I can also see why people might love this film. And I'm kind of in the middle, although I must admit, I do actually think the film has a lot of things going for it. So for that reason, I'm going to say that Barton Fink is an 8.6 out of 10 from me. Anyway guys, what do you think of Barton Fink? Do you love it, do you hate it, or have you just not watched it? And if not, why not? Please do comment down below and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Anyway guys, thank you as always for watching, and if you haven't yet, please do click down below and like subscribe on this video, and look forward to many more, both film and TV reviews coming very soon on this channel. See you guys again soon, but bye for now, bye!